Pleasure, Mr Speaker. I rise today first and foremost to join the thousands of Armenian Australians living in Willoughby to congratulate the Republic of Artsakh on the 31st anniversary of its independence, celebrated earlier this month. While Artsakh is a sovereign state, the nation shares deep historical, cultural, linguistic and people-to-people ties with the Republic of Armenia. As such, the security and well-being of Artsakh is of immense importance to Armenia and the Armenian community here in Australia and elsewhere. I am proud to have been elected to a parliament that has already recognised the Republic of Artsakh in both chambers. Given the significance of Artsakh to the Armenian people, the anniversary of its independence is also good cause to celebrate the rich contribution of the Armenian community to Australia. With Australia home to some 50 to 60,000 citizens of Armenian origin, our country has been immensely enriched by their enduring culture and contribution to our national life. Armenian Australians have distinguished themselves across all fields of endeavour, from art, sport, media and the professions to politics, business, community service and religious life. Their values of kinship and community, resourcefulness and hard work have made our country stronger and better. In my locality of Willoughby, the Armenian community has played a significant role in helping to shape its rich cultural tapestry, setting up small businesses, churches and cultural associations. The Armenian National Committee of Australia has an office in Willoughby and is a much respected voice for Armenian Australians. Willoughby is also home to a number of Armenian faith communities, including the Armenian Apostolic Church in Chatswood, the Armenian Evangelical Church in the suburb of Willoughby and the Armenian Evangelical Brethren Church in Northbridge. Growing up on Penshurst Street, I was fortunate to have many person-to-person links with members of the Armenian Australian community. Indeed, many were classmates and friends. As the member for Willoughby today, I'm proud to follow in the footsteps of two of my predecessors who championed the interests of the Armenian Australian community in this parliament. My immediate predecessor, Gladys Berejiklian, is of course a proud Armenian Australian herself. Gladys exemplified the public-spirited ethos of so many in the Armenian Australian community. My earlier predecessor, Peter Collins, was also a great friend of the Armenian Australian community who cherished its rich contribution to Willoughby and New South Wales. One of Peter's great achievements was the motion he moved as Leader of the Opposition to commemorate the Armenian genocide. Moving the motion in April 1997 to mark its 82nd anniversary, Peter told Parliament that the Armenian survivors of the genocide would serve as, I quote, sentinels as reminders that we must never, ever forget. In the tradition of my predecessors, I will seek to be a voice for our Armenian community in Willoughby and right across New South Wales and beyond. Earlier this year, I was privileged to join my local Armenian community to commemorate the 107th anniversary of the Armenian genocide that saw the horrific destruction of 1.5 million innocent lives. I attended a Holy Mass at the Armenian Apostolic Church in Chatswood, followed by a procession and poignant commemoration ceremony at Beecham Park, close to where I grew up. With local dignitaries and church leaders, I had the honour to speak at this solemn ceremony where I reflected upon the scale of this atrocity and called upon all governments to recognise the first genocide of the 21st century for what indeed it was. In the present world, the security of Armenia and kindred nations such as Artsakh is once again imperilled. Earlier this month, there were reports of Azerbaijani armed forces shelling villages within the Republic of Armenia. I publicly condemned this attack on Armenia by Azerbaijan and urged our Minister for Foreign Affairs in the Federal Parliament to call out the violation of the ceasefire. It must be stopped, I said at the time. The great Spanish philosopher George Santayana famously warned that those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. With Armenia and Artsakh once again under siege, Australia and the world must stand with the Armenian people against any repeats of aggression or oppression. And I will continue to stand with my community and the Armenian community right across New South Wales and Australia towards these essential principles.